In this very breath you are taking, in this blink of an eye through which you perceive the world, you believe you are truly here. You believe you are touching the reality of the now. But what if I told you that this now is the most exquisite illusion of all? 1,000 years ago, a great spiritual astronomer of the heart, Imam Abu Hamid Al-Ghazali, did not just question this. He mapped the entire cosmos of the soul to prove that what you call the present moment is, in truth, a phantom, a prison cell woven from the threads of memory and desire. And most souls live their entire lives, from cradle to grave, never realizing they are dreaming within its walls. Picture this. It is the holy city of Baghdad, 900 years ago. The air is thick with the scent of ancient parchment and frankincense. In a quiet chamber, a man sits surrounded by the greatest treasures of the material world, books of philosophy, logic, and law. His name was Al-Ghazali, the proof of Islam, a crown jewel of intellectual achievement. Students would cross deserts to drink from the ocean of his knowledge. Sultans sought his counsel for their kingdoms. But on this night, surrounded by all this worldly knowledge, a single divine whisper, a ilham, pierced the fortress of his intellect. He was contemplating the Greek philosopher's concept of time when a question arose not from his mind, but from the deepest chamber of his heart, his qalb. If the past is but a ghost that has vanished, and the future is a shadow that has not yet fallen, then what is this present? Where does it reside? This was not an academic query. This was the first crack in the vessel of his being. It was the beginning of his tazkiyatun nafs, the purification of the soul. This one question would lead him to a truth so staggering, so humbling, that it would not just change his life, it would cause him to abandon his throne of worldly prestige and embark on the path of the Sufi, the path of the heart. Let us journey with him. Right now, beloved seeker, try to grasp the present moment. Try to hold this now in your hand. Can you feel it? The very instant your soul acknowledges this is now, it has already fled into the graveyard of the past. It is like trying to hold water in your fist. The tighter you grip, the faster it flows away. Al-Ghazali had a terrifying realization. The present moment has no duration. It is infinitely thin, a single razor's edge between two non-existent realms. It is the barzakh, the isthmus between what was and what will be. And if it has no substance, no thickness, no reality, then it does not exist at all. But here is the realization that shattered his mind completely and set him on the path of fana, annihilation of the ego. If there is no past to live in, no future to inhabit, and no present to stand upon, then when, O soul, are you truly alive? Where do you, the eternal consciousness, truly reside? This is where Al-Ghazali's genius blossomed from a scholar into a murshid, a guide. He saw that time is not a river carrying us. We are not floating on its surface. No, we are the builders of our own confinement. The wall of memory, the past. This is the wall of regret, of nostalgia, of attachment. It is the ghafla, heedlessness, that keeps your heart chained to stories that have already been written and sealed by the divine pen. The wall of anticipation, the future. This is the wall of fear, of anxiety, of worldly desire, dunya. It keeps you in a state of perpetual hunger for what you do not have, pulling you away from what is. The thinnest wall of all, the present. The most deceptive wall is the one that isn't even there. The illusion of a solid, present moment. You lean on it for support, and you fall through into nothingness. And the most profound truth? you are both the prisoner and the jailer. Your own thoughts, moment by moment, are the bricks and mortar of this temporal dungeon. As Al-Ghazali wrote, man is asleep in the prison of time, dreaming he is awake in a world of space. He is living in Alami Mithal, the world of similitudes, mistaking it for Alami Hakika, the world of divine reality. But dear traveler, every Sufi master brings a message of hope. After months of deep contemplation, of muraqaba, meditative watchfulness, Al-Ghazali experienced the fath, the opening, the great awakening. He discovered there is a way out, not by breaking down the walls, but by realizing you were never inside them to begin with. He called it the eternal now, not the fleeting present, but a state of being, hal, that exists outside of time altogether. It is the Anka al-Mawjud, the timeless existence. In this state of kashf, unveiling, he reported seeing his entire life, past, present, and future, laid out not as a sequence, but as a single, magnificent, eternal pattern woven by the divine weaver. Time was not flowing. It was all simply there, in a state of perfect, simultaneous submission to the One. Modern physics, with its block universe and relativity, is only now stumbling upon the shore of this ocean that Al-Ghazali had already navigated centuries ago. But he did not need mathematics. He used the key of pure, luminous consciousness. So how do you, the seeker, escape this prison? Al-Ghazali prescribed a path, a tariqah, which he called the practice of eternal presence. This is not mere meditation. It is the ultimate dhikr, the remembrance of what you truly are, the realization of the witness, Ash Shahid. Understand deeply that every thought of the past is arising now. Every worry of the future is appearing now. Past and future are phantom images projected onto the eternal, unchanging screen of your awareness. You are not your thoughts. You are the silent witness, the alim al-batin, the inner knower, observing the play of time. Becoming the sacred space, al-wasi. Stop trying to capture moments. Instead, become the vast, empty space, Faida, the Qalb-e Salim, the sound heart, in which all moments arise and dissolve like waves in the ocean. You are not in time. Time is in you. You are the container of all creation. The great annihilation, Fana fi Allah. This is the most profound stage. You realize that what you truly are, your essential self, Ruh, has never been born and will never die. You are not a drop in the river of time. You are the ocean from which the river flows. You are the eternal witness of time, not its prisoner. This is the state of Baqa, subsistence in the divine. Al-Ghazali wrote, when the seeker realizes that he is not the prisoner, but the prison itself, not the wave, but the entire ocean, not the moment, but eternity itself, then time releases its hold, and what remains is what has always been, the face of the divine. Those who knew Al-Ghazali said that after this realization, he was utterly transformed. He had become a mutaqin, one who is conscious of God in every atom of existence. He still walked in the world, taught, and wrote his masterpiece, Ihya Ulum al-Din, the revival of the religious sciences. But he did so from a state of perpetual mushahada, direct witnessing of the divine. Students would ask him, "Master, what day is it?" And he would smile, his eyes reflecting a timeless peace, and say, "It is the day of the covenant, Yami Alast, when your soul testified yes to its Lord. It is every day, and it is no day. It is the only day there is." He lived the rest of his life from this perspective of eternal presence, and he found that this liberation did not make life less real. It made everything unbearably, vibrantly, divinely real. Colors became a direct reflection of divine beauty, Jamal. Relationships became a sacred communion of souls. Every moment became infinitely precious because he was no longer trying to possess it, but to witness the divine manifestation, tajalli, within it. So, I ask you now, from my heart to yours, are you ready to examine the bars of your own prison? Are you ready to see how your own mind has built this cage that veils you from the eternal now that you have always been? This is not ancient philosophy. This is the living heart of tasawwuf, a practical wisdom to transform your life this very moment. The anxiety for the future, the regrets of the past, the constant thirst for more time. All of this dissolves in the fire of this one realization. You are the timeless, eternal consciousness in which all of time appears as a mere dream. Al-Ghazali's ultimate secret is not just that time is your prison. His secret is that you have always held the key in the palm of your awakened heart. In our next journey together, we will walk the practical path of Al-Ghazali's techniques to live from this eternal perspective in your daily life. But first, I ask you, have you felt the walls of this prison in your own life? Share your story in the comments below. Let us begin this remembrance together. For you must remember, with every beat of your heart, you are not in time. Time is in you, and that, O seeker, changes everything. If this message has illuminated a spark within you, pass this light on. Share it with another prisoner who is ready to remember their freedom. The key is in your hands.